Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle? You wake up every day with the best intentions, but before you know it, you're right back where you started. Unmotivated, uninspired, and frustrated with how little progress you've made. If that's you, then I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. I've been there too. But what if I told you that most people who don't reach their goals aren't actually lazy? They just don't stick it out long enough. What if the secret to finally reaching your full potential isn't about working harder, but about working smarter and staying the course? I know, it sounds simple, but it's anything but easy. The truth is, most people only get a small taste of success before they fall back into their old habits. I've been in that position where I'd get super motivated, start off strong, but then one little setback would throw me off track. And before I knew it, I was back to square one. If you're serious about changing that and really making progress, then you need to stop just drifting through life and start attacking it. Let me walk you through the 3 things that changed everything for me and can change everything for you. If you stay with me until the end, I'll share with you a bonus tip and a quality you should possess to flip everything on its head for you. Let's get started. First, consistency is your best friend. Look, most people fail, not because they don't try, but because they don't stick with it. They start off strong, they get that burst of motivation, but eventually they hit a roadblock. And that's when things fall apart. Sound familiar? The problem isn't that you're lazy, it's that you're not consistent. I've had plenty of moments where I was on fire, waking up early at 5 a.m, running through my to-do list, feeling like I was on top of the world. But then, all it took was one late night of scrolling social media, or one missed workout to start unraveling everything. And before I knew it, I was back to procrastinating and feeling defeated. But here's the hard truth. You can't afford any slip-ups. Not one. Think of your daily routine as lifeblood. The more you neglect these actions, the more you lose. Your daily habits must become a part of you. The secret to consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day. And when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the people who make it from the people who don't. You need to build your day around things you can count on. Habits, rituals, and routines. That will keep you on track no matter what. Next, use boredom as fuel. Now, let's talk about boredom. It's a feeling most of us run from, right? You feel bored, so you pick up your phone, scroll through social media, or binge watch Netflix to fill the silence. What if I told you that boredom could actually be a blessing? Yep, you heard me right. Here's the deal. Boredom isn't your enemy, it's a tool. If you can learn to sit with boredom instead of running from it, you'll unlock a new level of productivity. When you're bored, you're forced to confront the discomfort of doing nothing. And if you sit there with that feeling long enough, it pushes you to do something, anything productive. I used to avoid boredom at all costs. Every time I had a free moment, I'd distract myself with something meaningless. But when I started forcing myself to sit through these awkward, uncomfortable pauses, something amazing happened. I found motivation in the stillness. That little itch to do something useful became the trigger I needed to get things done. So next time you feel bored, don't grab your phone. Let it be the spark that gets you back on track. And the third step, set higher standards for yourself. There's a saying, how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you settle for mediocrity in one area of your life, it's going to show up everywhere. If you don't expect much from yourself, you won't get much. That's why it's crucial to raise your standards. Most people are okay with just getting by, doing the bare minimum. But if you want to outwork everyone, you need to push yourself to a higher standard. This doesn't mean striving for perfection. It means holding yourself accountable to do the best in every area of your life. Work, relationships, health, personal growth, all of it matters. When you expect more from yourself, your goals get bigger and your results improve. No more excuses, no more settling. When you stop making excuses and start demanding more of yourself, you'll realize that the bar you've set for yourself isn't high enough. And trust me, when you raise your standards, the world around you will begin to change. One of the most important things is to trust the process. You could be the most consistent person in the world, push through boredom like a champ and set high standards for yourself. But if you don't trust the process, none of it matters. The journey to outworking everyone else isn't quick. It's a grind. It's repetitive, and there will be moments when you're doing the same thing over and over again and wondering if it's even working. But here's the truth. If you don't believe in the process, you'll quit before you see the results. I can't tell you how many times I've been tempted to throw in the towel, to say this isn't worth it. But every time I pushed through, I saw small progress. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't instant, but it was there. You've got to believe that every little bit of effort is adding up, even if you can't see it right away. Keep going, keep doing the work. Because while others are giving up, making excuses or getting distracted, you're getting better. And that's what will set you apart. And for one last bonus tip, patience is everything. If there's one final thing I want you to remember, it's this. Patience is everything. No matter how consistent you are, no matter how much you push through boredom, no matter how high your standards are, this journey will take you longer than you expect. There will be days when it feels like you're putting in all this effort and getting nowhere. But trust me, every little bit counts. Your progress is there even if you can't see it. So stop dreaming and start doing. The journey might be tough, but it'll be worth it in the end. The people you're trying to outwork aren't sitting back either. They're facing their own battles. So lock in, stay disciplined, and most importantly, trust that every step forward is getting you closer to your goal. Now, are you ready to stop drifting and start outworking everyone? Because the path to success is waiting, and the hardest part is getting started.